Well, what do we have here? A very rainy day. It just suddenly started raining like crazy. Just coming down, man. Out of nowhere. It's a hot sunny day and then bam, rain. Tons of it. Thunder, lightning. Very, very frightening. In fact, right out in front of our house here, you can't see this, but there's a guy running across the street with his lunch. There's a big crane, like a two-man crane, they're repainting a bunch of these condo things, or these townhome things over here. And they've been here for days doing this. I guess they're just trying to get it all done before the fall. And they were way up on this thing, and it's probably 4 stories tall, this thing. And the storm came, and it was like, kabow, kaboom, and they're like, whoa, shit. Things swaying out there and trying to retract it and get these 2 dudes down and get out of the lightning strikes and all that. And they did it. But it was pretty funny to watch them scramble. I mean, I don't want anyone to get hurt, obviously, but this thing was swaying up there, looking all precarious, as the kids would say, as the kids might put it. Do you guys get paranoid about batteries? I realize that's a hard term, but just go with me for a second. Sorry, I'm scratching my head. Oh, sometimes that just feels good. You need to just give your head just a hardcore scratch. Oh, that's so much better. All right, back to where I was. Back to what I was saying. Oh, hear that? It's a beefy one. Oh, I freaking love it, dude. The only thing I don't like is these cars out on this main road over here are all sounding like really loud because the water from their tires. Anyway, sorry, I'm all over the place. This is my undiagnosed issues. What was it I was saying? Oh, batteries. Like even now, recording on this thing, I'm paranoid about it because it's the kind of thing, these are lavalier type mics, and they're always charging because they're in a case, kind of like like AirPods or people's earbuds. Wireless earbuds, they just sit in their little charging case all the time, so they're always being charged at 100%. And you always get told that you don't want to do that. You don't want to overcharge your devices. You're going to get way less battery life and battery health out of it, so don't be doing that. And I'm like, well, how do I not do that? These things are designed to sit in these things, and sure, when that runs out, then you charge that again, but then in theory, the earbuds are always charging unless they're in your ears. And then when they're out of your ears, they go back in this thing, they sit in a bag, and they're charged fully, and now they just sit there fully charged all the time, topped off at 100%. And if it's supposed to be bad to do that with your lithium-ion batteries, then why are we freaking doing that? Is there a way to fix that? Is there any kind of like smart... I mean, I know phones do this now, right? My watch does it, the form of it, where it's like, hey there, Johnson, your battery health is looking good because we only charged your phone to 80% during the night, and then the final stretch we did in the morning, so it didn't sit there and top out all night. Because the sweet zone is what, 20% to 80% or something like that? That's supposed to be what you want. I appreciate those kinds of technologies to help me, but I can't do it with this thing. It just sits in its pod thing, charging. Same goes for, I don't know, what else? I just worry about it. It's a dumb thing to worry about, but I worry about it. I worry about it with my Steam Deck. I worry about it with this thing. I worry about it with my earbuds. I worry about it with my, what else? Controllers. I have a controller plugged into my PC that's just sort of permanent charging all the time. It's not good, right? And so when those go bad, because a lot of these are solid state now, you can't just take the batteries out and replace them. You just got to buy a whole new thing. And maybe they're cheap enough in some cases where that's worth it. Like, oh, geez, listen. Like if you're if your PlayStation battery is PlayStation controller battery is like $30 to replace it, but it's only $50 to buy a new one, well, why wouldn't you just buy a new one? You know. But that seems wasteful. That doesn't seem like that's being a good steward of the environment, you know. Anyway, any battery experts out there? Am I worried about nothing? Is it stupid to worry about? I worry that I'm going to need these mics for something important. I'm going to pull them out and use them, and then they're going to go dead in 10 minutes because the battery health sucks because I always charge them. But that's how they come. There's no option not to. That's what I'm getting at here. Oh, that poor guy. So there's a dude across the street. He's just standing in the rain. He left his garbage can out there open, and now it is full of water. And I think I had trash in it. If it was empty, that'd be one thing. Okay, they're coming over here now. Let's see if they're coming to talk to me. Hopefully not. Nope, they're getting in this van here. Okay. Looks like their work here is done. I think some of them were hanging around to see if the storm would pass before they gave up on the painting. That's the other thing, is they're painting. There's no way this is good to have all this wet and rain and wind while they're painting. And they've got everything masked off over there. All the windows, door handles, railways, all that kind of stuff is all taped down. That means that it's just all getting wet, and anything they have painted is not going to be dry. It's going to drip and be weird. And to say that I feel bad for them is true. I do. I feel bad. I feel poorly for them. So it has been a while since we've done one of these, and I felt like I needed to check in. Well, there they go. See you, fellas. Oh no, they're parking. What are they doing? Well, maybe they haven't given up. This is riveting, isn't it, when you guys can't see this, for me to do a little audio play-by-play of my neighbors and their weird behavior. Speaking of which, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but a prominent person moved in next door to us, and I don't think I'm supposed to say who. So I won't say, unless I did somewhere else, and then you're all going to go, ha, Scott, you already told us. Maybe I did, but there's somebody very important who moved in. They're temporarily there. They're renting from the people who normally live there. And let's just say they're here for a very specific reason. And I assume if things remain long term, they're probably building somewhere, if I had to guess. No, this is just temporary. There's a guy looking over his... See, there's already owners over there going, oh my gosh, half the paint is dripping down the cement. I think if you were the whoever's doing that, I guess it's part of their HOA. We have different stuff where I am, but they would probably want to look at the day's forecast and say, yeah, it's supposed to rain all afternoon. Mayhaps we shouldn't do this today. We should not do this. Let's delay it. And maybe they said that, and their supervisor was, you just don't want to get it, do it anyway. And maybe that's what happened. And now maybe that guy will get fired. Anyway, back to what I was saying before, which I have now forgotten. What was that? Oh, we have this neighbor, say. And they are involved in a very important thing that I wouldn't mind having, let's say, greater access to. But they're making it hard, and here's why. We are being very nice neighbors. When we see them, we're like, hey, how's it going? You guys need anything? Kim's made stuff, took it over there. We had a little extra jambalaya, took some of that over. Cookies, that kind of thing. And they just seem like they don't want any of it. Like, it's just like they do not want to socialize and create any kind of relationships, because I think this is temporary. And they don't know us. For all they know, we're weird or, overly pushy or something. We're not. But I think they probably know that we know what they do. And because we know what they do, I keep thinking I can get it in, you know? I'm not trying, you know, I'm not going to do anything skeevy, but it'd be nice. And we're just trying to be nice, but they don't seem to be interested. And that's fine. They're even originally from Canada, and you'd think that they would, you know, all those rumors about Canadians being ridiculously over-the-top nice. I'm not so sure that's true anymore. I'm starting to wonder. I kid, I joke. Anyway, this is a short one today because I don't have a lot to talk about. I just wanted to check in. We haven't done a diary in a little bit. There's been a lot going on. Make sure you're checking out the Instance. It relaunched. We're doing it as a monthly, although there's been a ton of stuff in between, including a little extra episode I put up there recently. If you are playing the new expansion and want to talk World of Warcraft, great time to get back in over at frogpants.com/instance. And for this show, if you'd like to talk to me via text or voicemail, you can do that at 801-471-0462. If you go to the website, there's a contact link as well. You can email, do a million other ways of getting a hold of me. That's at frogpants.com/diary. That is going to do it. Stay out of trouble. Be nice to your neighbors. Don't paint on a rainy day. And finally, scratch your head every once in a while.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.